Hi.
Hello.
A bit weird talking English with you. So my dissertation is about work and life balance as a musician. My point is how to achieve a good balance between professional and personal life as being musician as your career. So the interview will help me a lot getting it backed up. So let's start. First question is a very simple one, just to get some info from you. How long have you started playing your instrument?
Oh, that's your first question.
I need to start slowly.
So I started playing music, not necessarily my instrument, because as most things in my life, I hop around a lot and I experiment a lot. So I started playing music, and I started learning the piano when I was 4 years old. Um, at that same time, apparently, I was given a toy drum, which I destroyed within the first 3 days. And then that was the beginning of my career as a destroyer of drums. So I started learning the piano when I was 4 at this local music school. I attended it for on and off, but solidly on and off, like taking a month breaks, just like, I want to play football. Actually, no, I want to play the guitar. So I would come back and experiment with something else.
Yeah.
For like 11, 12 years. And what I got from this was the theory knowledge. Because that's what I learned very quickly. That was, well, theory is the same for everything. So I would never stop learning theory, even though I was constantly changing instruments. And I think I was, oddly enough, and I do remember this vaguely, but I do remember the I have a memory of the memory. So when you start recreating memory, and you're really sure if that actually happened, but you know it did because your parents told you so, but you don't. Because I wanted to play the drums when I was like maybe 8 or 9, but apparently not apparently. I do remember this. I had a lot of ear problems, like ear infections and stuff like that as a child. So they weren't very receptive just because of health problems. They were concerned, it was too loud, yada yada. So yeah, didn't do it until I was 16. Then when I turned well, not as I turned 16, but I was 16 years old, and I I decided to play the drums. I think once again just out of why not? And I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna say on my tombstone when I die. Why not?
Okay. That works.
So we're talking 26 to be 27 years learning this craft of music.
Cool. Okay. Now it gets more complicated.
Right.
Do you feel like you have the right balance between your professional and personal life at the moment? Very generic question.
Okay, so here's the problem with that question. Because if you finish it with at the moment,
Yeah.
yes. The answer is yes.
Okay.
Moment, yes. And I'll
Okay.
tell you why. Because, being a professional musician, and this is what I think is really important for whoever's watching this or reading this to understand. Being a professional musician is not a job, it's a career. So you own the business of you. You don't work for yourself. The moment we start working for ourselves, that's when it makes sense to think, when do I take a day off? When will I go on holidays? No boss in the entire world, no CEO in this planet thinks of Friday, my favorite day. I can assure you of that because you are the boss of you, and you want you to work.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you don't make money, and more importantly, because you don't make money is obvious for everyone, so that's why I say that immediately. Okay, you don't make money if you don't work, but I think more importantly is that even at a subconscious level, you will not feel fulfilled and happy and complete and you won't have a sense of accomplishment if you allow yourself to take breaks from yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, I don't think that if you ask me like, is this the pace that you want to go with for the next 10 years? No, because I'm going really hard, and I do feel tired. I do have to carry a body around, but and you know, and that's the truth. I do feel tired at times, but so yeah, in 5 years or 10 years time, nah, this would be too much because I want to do other things.
Yeah.
Besides what I'm doing right now, and what I'm doing right now is very time consuming. It has to be done, but it is very time consuming. It is emotionally difficult at times because you know, um, especially in my field of education, which is what I do. I chose to do that exclusively and focus on that fully because I want to do it well.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that if I um, half-ass it and I don't really focus on results and the outcome, then I'm not really doing anything. I'm just keeping myself busy, not really being any productive,
Mm-hmm.
which is fundamentally different. Um, so yeah, at the moment, the balance between my personal life and professional life is absolutely perfect because it is what it has to be.
Cool. So kind of related. Do you have enough free time to relax in the course of a normal week? I said enough, so enough for you if that's yeah.
Yeah. Um, it depends. It depends on the week. I don't have, and I was saying this to you before we started the interview. I don't have set times to break.
Mm-hmm.
I don't define. You know, like I have one thing that I've defined for the sake of being able to run my business, which is I don't teach on Mondays.
Okay.
So because I don't teach on Mondays, I am able to kind of um, to organize my day differently than when I teach. Because when I teach, I do have to come in at a set time so I can not only take care of the business stuff, because if you're running a business, doesn't matter if it's like I do have a physical place that I have to run. But even if that's not the case, you better make your bedroom your office and get stuff done because otherwise stuff will do you.
Yeah.
That it is what it is. So I need to come here at set times during the week so I can have time to take care of everything because you know, from 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's teach until I basically pass out.
Yeah.
So the morning shift is to get stuff done because people in the afternoons, people do take over my time. I don't have that control anymore. So on Mondays, I'm a little bit more flexible with my own schedule. So that's how I kind of sneak in some time to rest and relax and just chill with the family. But like I said, I don't really define that. It depends on what's happened. Like if I have stuff to do now, I'm about to open a second school. There, no, there's no time to eat. Okay, eating is right here where I am at my desk. Okay, and while making phone calls and writing whatever I need to write.
Yeah.
It
Sure.
depends.
Yeah.
It depends. And then you drink this disgusting stuff.
Oh.
And makes you strong apparently.
That's it?
That's it. No time to rest. So I mean, but to sum it all up, it is important to take time for yourself. But I've learned and I've developed techniques, I guess, that allow me to fairly quickly regroup myself and find myself in the midst of all the mess that life can be. So, I like one thing that I still do, and this might sound odd maybe for you and maybe for some of the people who are watching this, but most likely not for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I say one thing that I still do is that I still play for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying this because I have to force myself to do that. Because when everything you do needs to produce something, to play for fun sounds stupid. Mm-hmm. In your mind immediately goes off. It starts telling you what are you doing? This doesn't make anything. So and so I told myself, no, but it's meditation. Okay, so that's how I justify playing for fun.
Sure.
I go to the gym, I exercise, and I try to keep myself healthy, and that sort of stuff kind of allows your mind and your thoughts to stay in check. But that's it. I gotta be doing something. That's just the way I'm wired.
Yeah, sure. Fair enough. Do you feel anxiety or stress regularly?
Only when people ask me if I feel anxiety. Okay, so now we're gonna get it. Because anxiety, not really, because I do separate those two ideas. But let's understand what stress is.
Yeah.
Because stress is fancy for fear. And I am scared that I might fail, so I guess, yes, I do feel stress. I'm scared that I might fail because as a teacher, I've embraced the mission to help people learn better. Mm-hmm. And over the years, I've come to realize that's incredibly difficult. Because I knew what I had was the knowledge of how I learned. And then I realized that now I have to learn how the remainder 7 billion learn. And then do the average and teach that. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of work. Yep, there's a lot of brains out there. Yeah. And apparently they keep making new brains every day. Like, hey man. So there is that fear that I might fail. I'm scared of two things mainly when it comes to my business and my life. Because they are pretty much the same thing. I'm scared that I might fail people, and I might, in the sense that I might misguide them and say something that is destructive down the line, like suggesting a learning technique. I think that just might prove itself not only inefficient but actually somehow frustrating for them, mm-hmm. because I didn't see it right, I didn't read that person correctly, and I misguided them. So that's something that scares me, and I'm really hoping that I'll keep that fear forever, because that makes me very cautious about how I do it, and I really look for all the signs before I write that prescription. Mm-hmm. Right? Like I'm very scared of diagnosing people incorrectly. Right? So I don't want to be saying like you have a cold when really what they have is, I don't know, IBS.
Sure.
Now, the other thing that I am scared of is that um, getting so absorbed by this idea of um, producing value and content and creating materials that will support my not only my teaching but my students in general, my students' learning process. But getting so absorbed in that I lose track of the efficiency of that process in its most raw side, which is the business and money and all that. Because it's very easy for me to get carried away and like not care about money at all. And then fuck, I gotta pay my bills.
Yeah.
And I've learned those lessons, and I'm definitely the hard way, which is exactly to have that thought.
Well, yeah.
It's this letter is the third time saying like, oh, they're gonna close. Oh, they're gonna close my school. All right.
Oh.
So,
Damn.
so you have to learn how to not get those letters, so you can actually work peace. So and that fear, by the way, doesn't come from present or recent even experiences. It comes from having felt that pressure before. So, because I didn't used to be scared of that. So that experience of feeling that a little bit of a squeeze. Okay, now I'm fearful, which makes me, and I'm saying fearful because that is the correct word. It's not I'm stressed of. I'm scared of. That's what it is. I'm scared of failing. I'm scared of not paying my bills on time. I'm scared of not getting that gig. I'm scared. Okay, there's no stress. Stress is you wanting to control what you can control.
Good quote.
You're welcome.
I already know the answer for this, but did you ever use any kind of drugs to deal with that?
Any kind of
drugs?
Okay,
coffee.
No, not any kind of antidepressant or something like that. No, but what kind of drugs? Like when you ask that question, what are you including in drugs?
I'm including legal, like tablets, any kind of tablets. I'm including alcohol. I'm including illegal drugs, weed, everything. Everything
Sure.
that we call drugs.
No, neither. None of the above. Because man, it's a difficult question because I don't want to give answers away that exclude people. As in, someone is watching right now, and they do feel the need to smoke weed to control their fear. The only reason why I'm not saying like go for it quicker, because that's how my sentence is gonna end. But the only reason is because in the UK, which is where we are, it is illegal. So I can't say that. But if someone is watching this in California, go for it. It's legal.
Yeah.
So don't care.
You never felt the need to do anything, alcohol, weed.
No, definitely not alcohol. Alcohol for me is the most pointless one of all. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense. And I'm saying that again this time because it is legal. I don't get it. Literally nothing good comes from alcohol, and I say that without even the experience of feeling the devil destroy. No, but it's just I know what it does to you chemically. I know exactly what the on the day and over time what the consequences of consuming alcohol are to not only to your body but to your brain chemistry. And man, if you want to fight fear and stress and anxiety, let's just give you all those labels, even though it kind of comes everything under the same umbrella. But you want to keep your brain chemistry intact. and alcohol is the worst one of all. Like,
Yeah.
it really is. I mean, excluding of course like crazy drugs like heroin and stuff like that, but the so-called socially accepted drugs, alcohol is horrid. It's really, for me personally, it's really scary, and I have this conversation a lot. It is really scary how something like that is actually so
considered okay. Yeah.
It's like it's mind blowing. I'm not saying that I'm capable of drinking a glass of wine. It's all good, but that's because I know me, and the glass of wine is a glass of wine. But from what I see, I see people, for example, and I know that it has to be said because I've seen this unfortunately more than once here at the academy, which is not like people coming in drunk, but
could be.
No, it's worse. It's worse, and this is really what really scares me because, as you know, I regularly, or not as regularly anymore, but I used to host a lot of events with world class drummers, and in this case in particular, it was not only a world class drummer. This is the top 1%. So I had an event on with Thomas Lang, right? And one day, kind of masterclass slash drum camp thingy, and with the man. Okay? One guy emails me asking about how much it costs and this and the other, and I told him, and I'll say it here without any shame, it was £200 for the day. This is a one day, 10 students maximum. When?
Yes.
His response wasn't, I can't afford. His response was, that's 2 weekends of booze. Can't make it.
Oh, God. A lot of money for booze. Yeah.
Well, there's the two things. One, £100 a weekend.
Yeah.
Bro. Alright, so this person is obviously confused. And the second scary thing is that it doesn't even cross this person's mind that to go without booze for 2 weekends is so. It's almost brain numbing. My brain just wants to give up on life.
Yeah.
When that's not even an option. When on the other side is learning for a day with one of the drummers who belongs to the top 1% of the world of drumming. Doesn't matter if you love Thomas Lang or not, you're gonna take stuff home with you and the whole day with Thomas Lang.
Yeah.
What are you gonna take home with you if you spend 2 weekends spending £100 per weekend on booze?
Headaches.
Headache,
Yeah.
It's scary, man.
Yeah.
I'm not as opposed to weed. I don't smoke it. I don't feel any sort of attraction to it. But I because I've studied the effects, it doesn't really bother me as much. Not one. I don't, to the extent of I don't support like wake and bake. Right? Those guys have it. Man, you don't, you know. Yeah, if that's the case, you gotta ask yourself a couple of questions.
Yeah.
But if you just smoke a joint because you want to loosen up, fine. I'm having my coffee right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy drinking coffee because I enjoy the effects. There you go. But it keeps me sane. I don't go crazy, right?
I'm wondering if I can use caffeine as a drug for considering caffeine as a drug, maybe.
But like that's the thing about drugs, isn't it? They are just substances, and then some got the pill and some didn't.
Okay. Cool.
It is, isn't it? So I don't take any. Personally, I don't take any drugs. But I do play around with my chemistry via other sources, like for example exercise. I know exactly. I don't do it to go big, to grow bigger and stuff like that. I do it because I know that it releases endorphins that are really good for me to stay super focused, which is the ultimate goal for me.
Yeah. Cool. That answers your question. Do you think you have less time for your personal life because you chose music as your career than if you had followed any other profession? Comparing to any other profession.
Yeah. Well, I think that there's one distinction that you already had in your question. That's a great question. A lot of people need to really think about this before they make the decision. Mm-hmm. There's one immediate consequence that you will have to suffer through for the whole of your life if you choose, and I'm going to say a career, any career, instead of a profession. Okay. That's what I mean, right? So if you have a profession, you have a job, right? Even if you're a doctor, which are highly demanding professions, but that's a job. Mm-hmm. If you run a hospital, different story. If you're a teacher, or if you are a teacher, and I'm being a bit extreme, because teachers and doctors, of course, it's a career. But then even inside those two very, very demanding worlds, there's that separation between the foundation, but then the people who allow the machine to keep on running. Okay. If you work at a cafe, which is great because I love my coffee, it's not the same thing as the guy making the coffee for you to sell it. So that's the first question that if you're at, I don't know, if you're in college or maybe earlier, if you're 16 years old and you're starting to be like, I'd like to be a musician and stuff, are you ready to not know what tomorrow is going to be for the rest of your life? So, time for my personal life. I would have to say yes, there is less time for your personal life, as in my hesitation comes from me questioning what personal life means. Yeah. And school.
Yeah. So some people that I interviewed before just pretty much mentioned that they consider their work their personal life, and so because it's not any other profession, because it's music and it's part of their life, they said yes, they have enough time for their life, their personal life. But of course that I meant for your family and to relax, but they also took it that way and considered that way.
I totally understand. I mean, if we only think of musicians and how we as professionals of an art form and what that means for us only, and we don't include people who work at the supermarket, whatever. If we want to focus on artists, then I saw an interview to support the answer, because I saw an interview by Stephen Wilson. I don't know if you saw this interview, quite recent, where he talks about how he chose to not have a family. Yeah. So that answers your question right there. There is no time for personal life. I chose to have a family. And for me, what I do and how I do what I do had to change in order in order to produce something with what I do and what I know how to do, because I'm not willing to change careers because now I have a son, so put the sticks down. That's not gonna happen. So we need to find a solution. Because we know a lot of people who would do that and who have done that. And I'm not judging, but baby boy, baby girl comes along and they put the sticks down and they go work at the bank. Right? That's not an option for me. I've already sacrificed a lot in my life to, at the end of the day, like, gotta find a job, gotta pay the bill. Nah. What we gotta do is make this career work. So, that's it. And the minute you make that decision, I gotta make this career work, and I gotta make it work not only for me now, but, and I'm not only talking about immediate rewards like money that you take home by the end of the week or the month, but down the line, how am I gonna develop a career that I've chosen? I wasn't forced into this career. I chose this career of playing music and more recently, or the last 11 years now, but teaching music that's my career. How am I going to make this not only profitable but self-sustainable, so I don't have to be a slave to my work? Then I started studying that. How is that possible? And I only started studying, and I would definitely advise everyone to do exactly that, to start studying people outside their industry and start studying overachievers and peak performers who have at least a 10 to 20-year span in their careers of just like not doing 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
Those, okay, they made it. In the, not just money wise, but the fact that they have figured out the way to not spend 20 hours a day working and still having a successful and profitable career and business and life. That's what it is. So if you find a way to, for 20 years, you never had to go back to work, okay, go study those people, because they got it.
Yeah.
That's what I say. So whoever that might be.
Cool. Do you feel you sacrifice too much of your personal time for your career? That is, at the moment, or do you regret sacrificing too much time for your career in the past?
No, man, I regret spending too much time focused on my personal life.
Fair enough.
Yeah. This is the first short answer of the day. Now people spend too much time worried about the present. You gotta go out, bro. No, you don't have to go out. Okay, you have to make it work. Life is too long. We might as well learn something from this.
Yeah.
People say like life is too short. Are you crazy? You spend like 90 years, because lifespan is increasing, medical conditions are improving, so the overall quality of life is increasing, which means you're going to be here for longer. Now you have two options: you turn 50 and your liver is dead, or you turn 50 and you have a happy life.
Yeah.
Next question.
Good. Okay, I think the hardest questions are pretty much over. Did you ever go on tour? If so, how long was the longest one?
I have been on tour, yeah. I was on tour pretty much until I opened the Leeds Drum Academy, which was my first business venture here in the UK. So I was on tour on and off, like most tours are nowadays. That whole like you go on tour and you see you next to your family, that doesn't exist anymore. So on and off, but for a year.
Okay.
So I was touring the UK and I was touring the no, the UK, yeah, because we did because I was thinking England, but the whole UK.
Okay. Did you have days in a row?
Oh yeah. We were trying to. The band was, by the way, called. They are still on the road, but I had to make the decision of leaving. But they're called Fighting Caravans, and the singer Daniel Clark, he was always very conscious of me because I, of everyone, was the only one who was a professional musician, but everyone else had a full-time job on the side, real job. So we would never go out for more than a week and a half. That was kind of the limit, and it was usually less than that. So it would be either weekends or we did. They went as the reason why I left was because they did book a tour in Europe. So that would be like a week, which is not the end of the world. Right. Here's when it happened. That was the problem. Because I opened the Lisbon Academy in February 2015, and that tour was in March. And I just didn't leave my business, my just recently new.
Yeah, I get it.
For a week, it was just it was literally breaking my brain to do that. I had to go all in. I had then now a lot more, so I'm not gonna go there. But then I had already invested £25,000 in this place. I wasn't gonna play any games.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So, but this is the reality of touring these days. You have the touring. Sometimes we have the idea that we just go off for 9 months. That's not a thing anymore. It doesn't exist. There is no. It's not financially viable to send a group of people plus staff plus whoever to travel together for 9 months. That's just not doable.
Yeah.
So bands travel a lot more actually nowadays because of that, because they constantly come back to the headquarters, their homes.
Yeah.
Because it's too expensive to do that otherwise.
Okay. Even 1 week and a half, you can still. There's still, considering what I'm talking about in my dissertation, there's still 1 week and a half where you don't have any personal time, any free time, supposedly. Of course, you can have it or not. But if you look at the cliche of touring, the cliche would be you are either playing or sleeping or in the bus, and then you wouldn't have any time for yourself. So that will take me to the next question. While you were on tour, what did you do when you weren't playing? Did you have any time for yourself on those days in a row?
Plenty, because I'll tell you something about me. I don't really socialize that much. I love people, and I really do. And I'm not an anti-social kind of character either, but I do need a lot of space to think. It's not like I need silence or that I don't like to talk. As you can tell, we've been talking now for almost an hour. I love this, and I can do this all day. And I'm fortunately paid to do exactly this. I won. But I did need a lot of time to think. So I would just go out on walks, both pre and post gig. I would just set off on walks and not even to sightsee anything, just chill.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I would always manage time for myself. I would tell the guys, text me when you need me. Toodles.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Would you agree with the statement that touring is the field in music that gives you less chance to balance your life, professional and personal? I think you already answered that question, because you already said that the touring is not really the cliche anymore. But if you look at the really extensive touring, would you consider that really hard time, the field in music that will give you less chance to balance?
Okay, so I guess, but not necessarily, because here's the twist. If you do have the money to go out on a tour that lasts, for say, a month, let's say a month, and you go to the US. So you're living in Europe and you go to the US for a month, you just play gigs, and or let's say 2 months, and the label, the record label is paying for that, so there is money for you to take your family.
Mm-hmm.
That's the twist. Because if there is money for all that, you can take I mean, you're not going to take all your cousins, but you can take your wife and son
Mm-hmm.
if you wish. So problem solved right there. You can literally spend a month in the US on a holiday.
Yeah.
Work
Okay.
2 hours a day. You know, go play your gig and then piss off.
Yeah.
Now, that's the best case scenario, right?
Yeah.
Of course, there are all the other scenarios, but you know, I think that um, if let's say now let's assume the role of a single person, someone who doesn't have a family, uh, or at least a family who depends on him. Let's think of a guy who's like your age, and you go out on tour. So what do you need to find time for yourself? You need to find time for yourself. It doesn't matter if you are in India or in the US or in London.
Yeah.
You just need to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And the peer pressure of socializing and let's go out, and that's what burns you out, right? Because you start like just losing it. That's just pressure that you put on yourself. And I was always very good with that ever since I was a teenager. I would just leave. I would just leave. No goodbye. I'm done with you guys. I'm gone. I've always been really good at that. The only thing that I've changed over the years is that I did start saying goodbye.
Yeah, that's helpful.
But I've always made the time.
Okay. Next one. There's two more left, by the way. The next one is very personal to you. Do you agree with the statement that teaching is the field in music that will give you a better balanced life? Because of my point would be that because of the 9 to 5 hours, which may not be like that, and because of coming back to family at the end of the day. Your point.
Okay, so you got another hour? So here's why I've been so aggressively fighting the lazy teacher character that seems to have taken over every single culture. As you know me, of course, better than anyone watching this video, unless, hey mom. But otherwise, I've traveled a lot, and now that I've taught in 3 different continents, I can tell you 2 things that I've learned. One, there are lazy people everywhere, and 2, everyone wants to learn. There's a problem there. Mm-hmm. Not everyone wants to teach, and everyone wants to learn. There's a problem there. This is causing a lot of frustration from the student side because they keep feeling like they're being told what to do. They're not being taught how to learn. They're not being taught how to think. They're not really being taught how to self-criticize. They're not being taught anything. And this comes to your point and to your question, which is, if you do embrace the challenge of teaching with a capital T, forget 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is the time. Okay, let's say that you are teaching from 9 to 5. Let's say that. If you teach at a public school, which I don't, but fair enough. Okay, cool. Then what? You go home and that's it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not it. Because now you go home and you go prepare lessons.
Yeah.
Now you go home and you're gonna, well, let's not forget that you're gonna go home and spend at least half an hour complaining about your students. And then you start preparing lessons. And then you study. So 9 to 5, so it rapidly became a 6 to 11.
Yeah.
I can tell you, and I've documented this relentlessly for a year because I was running a daily vlog for a year, roughly a year, 6 a.m. to midnight every day. Every day, 7 days a week.
And teaching.
Well, I include teaching in that. 6 a.m. to midnight. Every day, 7 days a week. I posted something, I didn't know that I was going to say this, but I posted something today on my Facebook feed that said 24/7, 365 life. My working hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to say no, but I understand why you asked that, by the
Yeah.
way. The question is great. Don't get me wrong, because it is, but that's what's damaging teaching.
Mm-hmm.
The thinking, you know what, I'm just going to teach. You know, I'll make a couple of bucks, and yeah, and it's an easy gig. And because they take it so lightly, who suffers?
Yeah, and there's lazy teachers.
But then they are surprised, of course, that it never really goes anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They're business of themselves, right? Because that's how I began this whole conversation.
Yeah.
You're running the business of yourself. Well, you're running a shitty business, right? Do you want to be a corner shop with rats running around, or do you want to be fucking Tesco? Well, then you can't sleep if you want to be Tesco.
Yeah.
But that's it. And but the question is valid because and I'm glad you asked it, because if anyone right now is thinking, you know what, maybe I could teach a couple of students on a Saturday morning. If you don't want to do that for them, I know anyway, I'm gonna end up saying something really.
Well, it's not a live stream, so you can just.
I'm not gonna edit anything.
Okay.
You know me? I don't give a fuck. I'm writing a new book. I know that you don't have to use any of the swear words in your thesis, but I honestly don't care, and people know that. I'm writing a second book now for teachers.
Yeah.
It's not nice. Because I've been doing this for 11 years, but there's also, and I shared this in the book, but you know this, because for the people who then will watch this, because I will post this today if you're happy with that. We've known each other for how long now? Because for the people who are watching this, I've known Miguel since he was a teenager, and he was my student way back when I wasn't running the business of myself. I was having fun.
Yeah.
Earlier when I was saying like I was having fun and experimenting.
About 9 years.
Huh?
About 9 years. 9, 10, yeah.
Really?
15, 7, 8. Maybe 8. Yeah.
A long time. So, you know, I've been teaching for 11 years. And one thing that a lot of people nowadays don't know, back when you met me, everyone knew this because I was just a local teacher, right? Mm-hmm. But now that, you know, we've both traveled and left, and I've been kind of fooling around, apparently, because people look at my CV like, gee, you have quite a life. You don't want to know. Because all they see is the headlines.
Yeah.
I taught in Lisbon and Dubai, and it's not been an easy journey. But I come from a family of teachers. So since the day I was born, I would hear. And by the way, by family of teachers, I mean my parents, my aunt, my grandparents, most of my cousins. Literally everyone is involved in education.
Mm-hmm.
So since the day I was born, I've been listening and watching how frustrating it was for them. But because they are so passionate about education, they had to deal with all these other people,
Mm-hmm.
not students, but the other teachers, who literally wouldn't care. They couldn't care less. They would. How many teachers did you have? They would just skip classes.
So
Like
many.
worse than students. It's mind blowing, right? Um, and and those are professional teachers,
Yeah.
licensed, right? Hired to be full-time teachers, and they are that responsible. Now we're talking about amateur teachers, guys who are playing at night in the pubs, and then during the day they teach a couple of 10-year-olds just to make a buck. And I understand the train of thought. There's an opportunity there. I know how to play. I'll just show that to someone else and make some money. The problem with that logic is that it's flawed from the moment when you think, I know how to play. What you should ask yourself is, do I know how to teach how to play?
Mm.
Because we have a lot of teachers out there teaching themselves. They're just teaching themselves. It's a lesson on projection. This is how I learn. So there.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked for me, and if it doesn't work for you, you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I had one teacher like that.
Yeah.
He treated me like garbage because I wouldn't learn the way he learned. When all and now full disclosure, how do I learn? I learn by reading. I'm a reader.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I write a lot because that's also how I teach.
Mm-hmm.
But in my teaching, that's me teaching, using the social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in my teaching, I always follow the rule of finding out what kind of student I have in front of me. And by the way, teachers out there, that changes. So you better ask yourself that question again, or ask them directly, every 6 months or so.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if we're talking about 10-year-old, 11-year-old, like between the age of 10 and 20, which is a long, long span. So you're gonna have to ask yourself or them that question many, many times in order to keep up with how they learn most effectively. Because otherwise, we're just wasting time. And that's why for one, I don't teach students who don't practice.
Mm-hmm.
They have to report on practice and accomplishments, and if I'm not happy, they're fired. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Every 6 months, there's a cleanse. They know what's coming if they don't practice. I don't care if I like you. My time is precious.
Mm-hmm.
This is the point of this conversation. Time is precious. So if you're really passionate and knowledgeable about what you do, do take care of yourself in that way. This is how I find time for myself, by the way. I get rid of people who are useless.
Yeah.
It's the most efficient and quick way to find time for yourself and to grab a cup of coffee, just read a book. Don't deal with people who are wasting your time.
Mm-hmm. Another quote. Okay, last question.
Last question.
Do you agree with the statement that the music profession or music career works in a cyclical way regarding work and life balance? So sometimes you are incredibly busy and have no free time, but the other times the vice versa happens. So you have a lot of time and no work. Not as much as the teaching, I guess. More as a freelance musician.
Well, be surprised. Be surprised because I'll address both, but I've done both. So teaching. Do you know, like, if someone is really into teaching and has developed a solid teaching, let's call it career,
Okay.
local, okay? Just as a local teacher who goes around, does the public schools and teaches a couple of private students on the side. It's got to, it teaches every day. Just say it. What happens in the summer?
Exactly.
You go out of business.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So
in teaching as well. Okay.
Teaching not so much. There's that.
Yeah.
What happens? There's a dark month in the year. For those who teach, you'll be like, yeah, there is a dark month in the year, which is April. Don't ask me why.
Really?
I mean, I have my theories, but they're not fundamental on facts, so I'm not even going to share them. But April is always a bad year.
Okay.
Not necessarily losing business, but you don't make any new business, which is fundamental in a business like freelancing. You gotta constantly be making new business, not just keeping the business you already have. In April, for some reason, that doesn't happen. It just stops. Stops. Like you're making new leads, new clients, and then boom, stops. And here's the problem: if you have 40-something students like I do, I don't care. You're cool.
It's okay.
Or, oh man, you do need 5.
Yeah.
And spend the whole month not having that 5th guy coming in is pain. I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Now, freelancers, same thing. But now the solution for that is actually the same for both. And this is something that I also talk about in those seminars that I'm doing and helping, young, or not so young, but musicians who are now transitioning to professional musicians. So I share all these tools and strategies. So, for example, going back to teaching, I don't lose one client, not one client, during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Not, but I don't teach in the summer. That's because I charge monthly.
Yeah.
Okay? But I didn't used to.
Mm-hmm.
So the difference here is that you gotta change your mindset, and you gotta start being okay as a freelancer. You gotta start being okay with setting terms. Okay, you wanna work with me? This is how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens? We're gonna bring back an interesting word that we already debated earlier. What happens is that musicians, but all freelance artists who are freelancing, are scared to death.
Mm-hmm.
Of not demanding anything, but setting rules. They are scared to death. You know what's and I'm gonna ask you a question. You know what's the most asked question that I get when I do the seminars? When we get to the end, when I go like, all right, fellas, Q&A, okay? And usually during my seminars, we get the questions as I'm doing the talk. So I ask them, then someone goes and collects them, and I read them on stage. It's a lot easier than having people in their hand. It's a lot more. It's a lot quicker as well. As soon as those slips come to me, I start looking at the questions. There's at least out of 100 people in the room, at least 70 ask the same thing. Do you know what it is?
How do you make it as a musician?
No.
Something like that?
It's more specific than that.
More specific like that.
Because I would just toss those away. Like,
yeah. How do you get gigs? No?
how much should I charge?
How much should I charge? Okay.
That's always 70% of all the audiences that I talk to always ask that question.
Really?
How do you know how much to charge? Not necessarily how much should I charge, but how do I know how much? Right? And don't you find that question interesting?
That should be.
If we know how much to sell our product for, right?
They need to do a market research. They
They do. I agree, but they don't. But they don't do it. They do need to do market research, and then they need to also and then they do it. They go ahead and do and research the market, and they find out that on average, um, most on average, let's say music teachers locally charge £25 per hour.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you position yourself now? You want to be, not you necessarily, but we can play this little game here just to make people think, right? How will you position yourself? Do you want to go under to get more clients? Because that's the thinking, isn't it, guys? To get more clients because you're cheaper.
But you can go very under, because then you are describing your work as cheap, as not valuable.
But okay, there's okay. So let's come up with 4 levels. You have average. So we have £25 there. Then you have below average. Let's say 20. And then you have cheap labor, £15 an hour. And then above, you got premium. Okay, premium level. Because anything above average is not, above average and then expensive. It's always expensive to the client's mind, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you got those 4 levels. How do you choose where to be?
I would. This is probably the wrong answer, but me personally, I would go below average, start at below average to get new clients for new business, and then go up as the business grows.
Right. It's not the wrong answer, but now I have a follow-up question.
Good.
When do you increase the rates, and how do you know that you won't lose everyone? How do you know that they won't be like, who do you think you are?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Questions, right? So, just to give some answers.
Yeah.
You have to position yourself in the market according to who you are in the market.
Yeah.
When I moved to Leeds, who was I in the market? No.
Yeah.
That's the answer. But I needed to be someone tomorrow. So what I do? I charge a lot.
You position yourself as premium, and people consider you premium, and they come to you because of it.
Running.
Yeah.
They come. Yeah, running.
It works. It works.
Couldn't be easier.
Yeah.
I've been here for 2 years now. I've been in Leeds in the UK for 3 years, but which again, because sometimes I even need to remind myself. I've been in the UK for 3 years, and we have 2 music schools, and whatever. Life is good. And I came here with nothing, so I had to make a decision. And I remember making the decision because it was only 2.5 years ago, more or less. I need to be someone by tomorrow. So I gotta go from not having anything, no connections, no buddies, like hook me up with your cousin, nothing. No capital to invest in advertising, which I do now. I have advertising working for me these days. I don't do advertising, I pay for it. That's not. No capital to invest in advertising. What the hell am I gonna do? Well, I didn't have time, so I spent a lot of time advertising. And so I did the market research, which you mentioned, and that's the best first step. Understand your market. All right, so I learned that the average was 25. So I advertised myself as £30 an hour. And they started dropping. Like, what? But you know what? Now there's also something else here, which is I knew what I was doing, and I knew that I had something that most people didn't have, which was, or maybe two things even, a profound knowledge of student psychology. So I knew exactly how to get someone in my classroom and make them just go like, what? Right?
Yeah.
I still have that, and I do that every day. Whenever I have a guy coming here for the first time, they go like, this is weird, because I give them an experience.
Yeah.
And that's still my number one advantage, I guess, in relation to my competition or my colleagues. I don't like to call them my competition, but my colleagues. And believe it or not, I know, if not all of them, most of them. From teaching music, we all get along. It's, as long as you're honest and true about what you're doing.
Of course. Yeah.
But the other thing is that I also knew that I was gonna grow very quickly. You know, so I knew that I had something under my, up my sleeve that I was hiding from them, but that was soon gonna justify me being more expensive, which was the Leeds Academy, the opening the place.
Yeah.
Right. So, and when I did, they went all like, that's why you're expensive. Because you're a sneaky little bitch, and you come here and suddenly you're opening schools, right?
Yeah.
And then what did I do? £35 a month. And they say, thank you. We've never been bigger.
Yeah.
Right? And I talk about this too. And this goes the same thing for freelancers, by the way. Because when I do the seminars, and this is basically what I'm doing right now with you, is I ask these questions, and of course a lot of fellas will be like, yeah, I'm not into teaching. And I'm like, good. Then never teach. Let's talk about what you want to do. I want to be a session musician. Charge premium. But you gotta bring it. That's the other thing. You gotta bring it.
Yeah.
You gotta be premium. Otherwise, they'll pay you once and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? But if you charge premium, but here's the thing: you charge premium, but then you are worth 10 times that. They're gonna find you cheap. Not as in monetary value, but as in ultimate value.
Yeah.
What you brought to the table was so valuable that, oh, man, I've heard people telling me here I don't charge enough for what I do. And there's no one even close to how much I charge in Leeds.
Yeah.
I'm more expensive than the average in London.
Yeah.
So, but I also, and I've also committed myself to running a business that also consumes a lot more money than just going around and teach at people's houses. Because I do have to pay for this place. This, right? Like also rent and utilities, all sorts of costs, taxes.
Yeah.
And as a business and a citizen, I pay twice the taxes. That's just the way it is. But you have to justify it, right? So and this is something that I hope everyone listening doesn't see this as me telling my story, but as my story, and now you find how your story fits this tale. This is just one example that I'm sharing, which is my life, so that's the best example I can use. But I really hope people, make an exercise of relating to this instead of just listening to it. Be like, yeah, good for you, bro. That's not the idea. The idea is like, oh, this is what he did. I get it. Try that. And you know what? Another thing that I've learned, Miguel, is that there is no mistake that is fatal. If it doesn't go well, do it again. Do it different. So that's the thing about fear. Sometimes we think like, what if I charge a lot, then no one comes? Then what? If no one comes, no one knows you. Do it again.
Yeah. That's a good plan.
If tomorrow Rolls Royce is really, really cheap, you're gonna be like, what happened to Rolls Royce? I'm pretty sure the car must be shit now. Buy a Fiat anyway, right? For the same price. But you're gonna. So the other thing that I really find, just to finish that thought, is that as you find yourself in the market, and then you gotta be that, you also need to embrace the idea of constant improvement and constantly find new ways of meeting your clients and partnerships needs, and even before they realize they need it.
Mm-hmm.
Another quick example. I opened the academy, provide and started hosting the events. People really saw why they were paying what they were paying. Cool. They were completely okay with what they were paying. I brought more. So they were like, not more events, because that's more of the same. What I did, for example, was I have a whole system of cameras and screens in my classroom that allows my students to, in real time, see themselves play from multiple angles.
Mm-hmm.
So I have countless eyes in the room. And I didn't charge a pound for that.
Yeah.
Them. So they were already happy with the premium value, and I brought more, both.
Yeah.
Right? And then I announced that they could also, that I was also keeping an archive of all of the lessons that they were taking with me in video, right? All of them. So I have by now hundreds of hours of footage,
Mm-hmm.
and they just go like, "Why?
I don't pay you for that.
Why are you doing this?"
Don't
Right?
pay you enough for that.
You know why? Because I know that no one else can do it.
Yeah.
And just like that, you won.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say that there's no competition and stuff like that, because what I do is so different. It's just so, because that's all I think about. Once again, going back to that idea that I don't lose focus.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's all I do. That's all I think about. I don't allow distractions to get in the way. Then I constantly come up with solutions. That's where the book came from. That's where those improvements in the classrooms came from. That's where the extension and the expansion to now an all-round music academy came from. That's why, the list goes on.
Yeah.
It's an obsession to serve. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you make it. As a freelancer, if that's your obsession, you're gonna make it. If you want to be a session musician, you're serving a band, an artist, a studio. You want to be a teacher, you're serving the students. You want to be, what's the other option? A touring musician, you're serving the audience, you're serving the band you're working for, you're serving the sound engineer. Like everything, and hopefully they will think the same way towards you. And we have a great cycle of service and gratitude, and everyone goes home happy.
Yeah.
And then we will not need that much time for ourselves. Because we got it. We go to bed. I go to bed happy, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need escapes.
You went to bed happy 9 years ago. I know. But it just gets happier and happier, right?
Well, I think in comparison, we were talking about that before we began the interview.
Mm-hmm.
Between my 24 and 27, like within those 3 years, I don't think I was very happy. Because I was done with experimenting, but I lacked experimenting, in the most childish way, because I do still experiment, but just fooling around.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the tools because unfortunately no one taught me of how to transition now to make things work.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I want to do this. That was my mindset, but I don't know how. Right? So I was already teaching, but man, I wasn't paying myself anything.
Mm.
I was having fun, like I said. When you met me, I was having fun. It wasn't about anything but having fun. And for me, I love teaching so much, that's me having fun.
Yeah.
But then I started getting worried, like, I'm 25, I'm 26, I'm 27, what's going on? That's when I left.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I had to kick myself in the butt. Right? And be like, hey boy, go out there and figure it out. you know. That's what I did. And here we are now. What? 4 years later since I left Portugal. Yeah, 2012.
You've been in Dubai before that, no?
Yeah, that's what I mean when I left Portugal.
Okay.
I never worked in Portugal since then, so
yeah.
I've been to Portugal, but on holiday.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, 4 years. It's been quite a ride.
That's it. Run out of questions.
Well, then, thank you very much. I hope, I sincerely hope that not only this helps you, but that's why whenever I have conversations like this, they are not coaching based, because then you can't be sharing those conversations. But that's why, I'm pretty sure that you've seen, or I hope anyway, that I share clips of my lessons because of this.
Yeah.
When people talk, things happen. It's very important, and I really appreciate that you invited me to have this conversation. And 90 minutes. What did I tell you?
Yep. The last one was 15 minutes.
I told you.
Nice.
So I definitely appreciate the talk, and if anyone, before we start speaking in Portuguese, if anyone has any questions, do email me. I'm at admin@leadsdrumacademy.com. You can also find me on the social media stuff, even though I barely go there, but someone else will. And you can find Miguel somewhere. Where can they find me? Everywhere. You can't find me everywhere. So before we go, I want to give you the plug, because I'm going to post this on my social media. What are you doing these days professionally? Give the people some. Come on.
I'm about to graduate on my music college, ICMP. Besides my originals band that's slowly growing, I'm playing with 2 other artists as a session musician. So I just get paid to go to these gigs that they have, and hopefully I'll keep working so something better comes along.
Of course. I am very, very proud of you indeed, because I've seen the growth, and it's you and Gonçalo, which is a friend of ours. I'm very happy that I saw you guys playing together the other day. Yeah. Super cool, man. I'm really, really happy, and I know that it feels like this is exactly the way it should be, because things happen so quickly.
Yeah.
But from a standpoint, from where I am, it's very interesting to see this happen, because I'm looking at this from 10 years away.
Yeah, and it didn't even happen because we were friends. It happened because we both impressed their MD, which is even better. Because
you are both good at what you do.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Exactly what I was saying earlier. If you bring it, you can be premium.
Yeah. It's awesome.
There you go, man. I hope you definitely. I really hope that you took something from this that will help your pieces and your friends. If you want to share this video with your classmates, please do. I'm all about sharing stuff. So whoever's watching this, if you find this conversation useful, share it, like it. Don't leave nasty comments. I will take them. I'm a dictator, and that's not how stuff goes down with me. And yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.